Welcome guys, my name is KD, also known as Crypto Hustler, and this will be video number 9 to our challenge of turning £2,000 into £100,000. Today's video, we've partnered up with CGPT. We will be giving out 100 CGPT coins. I'm heavily invested in CGPT. I use it as a launchpad only, although they've got other functionalities. For me, the only thing I use is their launchpad. Now, the launchpad, obviously, I'm invested in other launchpads, such as CDFI and a few others. CGPT is relatively new. They've had a couple of successful launches. The last launch they did was a coin called F3, Friends 3, which is a new AI token. It released last week, and upon release, it did about 27x upon release. It has come down, obviously, since then. I think it's sitting now at about 3 or 4x. Now, with a lot of these launch pads, they won't release all the coins in one go. So I received 20% of my coins on the initial launch. I didn't manage to sell at 27x. I actually sold my coins at a 5x, so I've got all my money back. And of course, I've got 80% of coins yet to be received. They are going to obviously distribute those coins over the next few months. It just means that obviously the amount of coins that I've got, they're all completely free. So whatever I've invested, I've already took that out from my first 20%. I've sold that. I've managed to get my money back and a little bit more on top. And of course, I've got 80% worth of coins still waiting to be distributed. By now, most of you know that I'm obviously a big fan of Launchpad Tokens. I do believe that the best way to get the biggest gains possible is to go through Launchpads. It just means that you're buying coins at the initial launch price. There are cases where it does go down slightly, but most of the coins, the best price you're ever going to get is the launch price. My biggest holding is in CDFI. CDFI is a very well-established Launchpad. It's been going for years, and they have launched some, really good projects. Obviously, CGPT is a bit newer. I do want to bring to attention some new launchpads for anyone that's interested in launchpads. I would recommend looking into some of the newer ones. So CPAD is a new launchpad which is released on the Sui network. The Sui network is relatively new, and the adoption is fairly low at the moment. But I do believe going into the bull run, it will get a lot more adoption. When it does, I do believe that CPAD can pump quite heavily. Obviously, that's not my only reason for buying it. I do believe that CPAD is relatively new, and you can get into higher tiers for a lower stake. Obviously, later on, as it does get a bit more popular, you're going to have to spend a lot more money to buy into the same tiers. Another new launchpad is AI Tech. Solidus AI Tech is relatively new. They haven't had any launches yet. I do believe their first launch is going to be Script Network. Script Network, it's had a lot of hype. There's been a lot of advertising, a lot of promotion around it. So I do believe that the Script Network launch is going to be quite successful. Like I say, I don't recommend anybody investing without doing your own due diligence. It's worth getting in early. You can get a much higher tier than you could possibly get later on. So guys, we are giving away 100 CGPT coins today. In order to qualify, simply just comment in the comments box below. Just comment CGPT. So going back to the markets, Bitcoin at the moment is at 39,600 and something. So it's near the 40,000 mark. With it being a Sunday, obviously the volume's quite low. To be fair, if it does break the 40,000 today, it won't be that significant. We need to wait till tomorrow where some volume will come in. If it does break the 40,000 and it holds when the volume comes in on Monday, I do believe that it will probably settle about 41.5, 42,000. And possibly within the next week or two, we'll start moving up again. And I do expect it to get to somewhere in the region of about 46, 47, 48,000 before we do get a significant drop. A significant drop, it could just be a correction, which will bring it back down to sort of 32, 33, maybe that sort of level. I am hoping that we might get a capitulation, which I'm hoping would bring it back down to the mid-20s. Of course, if it did come back to the mid-20s, I'd want to invest as much as I can and try to pick up as many coins as I can while they're on discount. But again, like I say, only time will tell. I will start reinvesting from about 35k downwards, and hopefully we do get this capitulation. I do believe once this next down is over, it might be going down for a month or two, and then I do believe we are going to hit a bottom from where the second phase of the bull run will get sparked, and from there I do believe that it's only going up for the next year or so. So guys, back to our challenge. As most of you all know, our challenge is to turn £2,000 into £100,000. So we aim to invest £2,000 over a number of weeks and hopefully sell the coins for £100,000 at the peak of the bull run. We are well on target for what we're doing, and I do believe that we will reach a £100,000 target, and I do believe we can possibly double it. So as most of you know, this is video number 9, so we have been investing over the last 8 weeks. So far we have invested £900, and at the end of our last video our balance was sitting at £1,071.26. So I'm just going to go into Coinbase and have a quick look to see where we stand today. So as you can see, we have spent £900 so far. Our balance is £1,054.04. So we're down slightly from last week, but we're still at a profit of just over 17% from our initial investment. I'm just going to go in and have a look at the individual coins and see where they stand. So Algorand at the moment, we have invested £180 into Algorand, and the balance is sitting at £216.90, so just over 20% in profit. Remember, we have invested £180 in all the coins. So second coin is Decentraland, and at the moment our balance is sitting at £202.55, so we're just over 12% in profit. Engine coin, again, we invested 180. The balance is £188.76, so we're just over 4% in profit. Filecoin, again, is at £184.72, so we're just in profit of about 2%. Scalecoin, again, we invested £180. The current balance is £259.82, so we're just over 44% in profit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into Coinbase and buy the coins for this week, and let's see where we stand. So guys, as you can see, we have now invested £1,000 into our 5 coins. So it'll be £200 per coin invested so far, and our current balance is £1,145.57. So a total return on investment of about 14% so far. Again, like I say, we are well on target, and I do believe we are going to smash this target. So guys, if you want to keep up to date with what we're doing, how much we've invested and where our investment stands, please do like and subscribe and follow us for further videos. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you here next week.